Hello and welcome. This is Julian, Professional Bum, doing the fourth video of the Facebook ad series. And today I'm going to show you how to get cheap clicks on Facebook. I've got a couple of analogies that I want to show you, and basically want to walk you through the whole process of getting cheap clicks. Today is not going to be a hands-on video, because if I get too technical too soon, I'm going to basically be excluding a lot of people who may be doing this for the first time. And at the same time, if you already know a little bit about Facebook advertising, just bear with me here because we're going to go over some of the concepts. But at the same time, in case you never got these concepts before, I'm going to be showing you in detail so that you can appreciate and understand. Alright, so here we go. Blank canvas here, and you see a code button on the side that's going to soon become apparent to you. Alright, now let's assume that you're going to a party. Okay, you're going to a party and you need to get some drinks. So if you are in a party and you need to have some drinks, then what do? Okay, assuming that we're going to be drinking some Coke, we're going to look at the cost of Coke and what it means to buy more cans of Coke. So assuming that we have like people like to, if we buy by the can, what's going to happen is that if like over here in Singapore, the cost of a can of Coke is actually 150. It's pretty pricey, yes. And let's say if we have 5 people in that party, and the cost of 5 people drinking a can of Coke is 750. Okay, now if we buy in terms of economy, then we know that okay, like every can of Coke is about 300 ml or like 0.3 liter, and if you get a big bottle is 1.5 liter. We get the same amount of Coke buying a big bottle as 5 cans of the small one. So we save a bunch of money, and just how much we save is just like this. So you buy a big can of Coke like this, and this big can of Coke, it costs just 150, so 250 for one. So if you buy one, it's 250. So that actually is a $5 savings right here. So can you already see how when we buy in bulk is actually cheaper? But of course, here's the next thing. All right. Now I'm gonna bring out this diagram to you. Okay. Um, and we have 5 people drinking from that can of Coke. So if we have 5 people drinking Coke, and all buying from cans, what's going to happen is that if we buy in form of cans, uh, the cost per person becomes 150. But if we buy a bottle, the cost per person drinking Coke becomes 50 cents. So how do you do this? Okay, uh, there are two kinds of pricing in terms of pay-per-click advertising. That is the cost per click, and there's also the CPM. Okay, so in cost per click, basically, uh, you are actually paying as you go. Um, so if there's a small amount of people drinking Coke, let's say there's one drinker, it's only going to cost you 150. But if, on the other hand, if you go for a different method, let's say the cost per thousand, you like bulk paying, there's more savings the more clicks that you get. But if there's only one person drinking, so we still spend 250, but now that one person drinking actually costs 250. If we have 5 people drinking, it costs 50 cents. So, and in fact, what happens if, you know, out of 5 people that come to the party, 4 people don't like drinking Coke, and one person that drinks only finishes like one sip. So technically, that's an even more expensive drink. So when it comes to Facebook advertising, in the next few days, you're gonna be asking me questions about which is the best pricing strategy, and should we really um, go for the uh, CPM or for CPC? I say it depends. Um, I'll tell you upfront now that CPC is going to be giving you um, like more predictable spend, more results from the money that you put in. But if you have a good a good number of clicks, let's say if you buy in bulk and you pay a certain price, uh, even if you're paying a high price but you get a lot of clicks, that term is called something else called click-through rate. So um, let me quickly type it out here. It's called click-through rate. So it's short form CTR. If you have a high CTR, even with a high bid, but high price, uh, high cost per, high CPM, but you got a high CTR, you can actually save a lot of money in advertising. So I want to show you one of those ads that I've run very successfully, and the reason why I want to show that to you is so that you can kind of like have an idea of what this is. So this was a project that I did for um, one of my teammates, and as you can see, we the uh, the CPM was actually quite high. It was $3.58, but because we had a 16.16% click-through rate, the cost per click was still very, very low. It was only about 1 or 2 cents per click, and we had an enormous number of clicks just for a very, very small price. So I hope you can appreciate, like, but I mean, this could have went anyway. What happened? What can happen if, let's say, the spend was the same? We had still spent $30.91, but the click-through rate instead of 16.16, it was it was 1/10 of what it was. What if it was just 1.61%? Now how many clicks will we have less? So divided by 10, we would be having only 135 clicks for $30.91. I hope this helps you see the differences between the different kinds of bidding modes, and I hope you understand now the concept. Okay, so a lot of courses in Facebook advertising teach you just to go for the CPM bid, but I say it's a double-edged sword. It can work for you or against you. So with that in mind, uh, you're all set for this so far. If you missed out videos 1, 2, or 3, go through those again. And tomorrow, I promise you, we're going to be going through to the paid stuff. Alright, I'll see you next video. Bye.